guys, this is Valerie with Carrie Ann Studio Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful yet simple thank you card. I'm using Wilted Violet and Broken China Distressed Oxide inks along with my black StazOn. Now I'm using the black StazOn because I like how black the color actually is. And the stamp set that I am using is a retired one from Stampin' Up. It's called Work of Art, and I did find it on eBay, which is a very good place to find those retired and hard to get a hold of stamp sets. I am just making a little bit of a collage with two of those stamps, and I just want it to be a fun yet artsy almost look to it. My card front measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and its matting layer is going to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 inches. My card base is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 inches, scored at 4 1/4 inches. And just remember, with Distress Oxide inks, you have to make sure it's really dry or you're going to smear your image. I've done that a few times myself. Here I am using my stamping platform from Stampin' Up, and any stamping platform will work for this. It's just easier if you need to restamp because something didn't stamp the right way. It goes right back directly on top of where you have originally stamped. It just makes it so you don't have double lines anywhere, which is wonderful. I found this floral stamp off of Aliexpress, and I will try to link it below if I can find it. I am not sure I will still be able to find it. That little thanks sentiment down in the right hand corner is also one from Aliexpress, and that one came off of a fall type stamp set that I snipped off the give that was connected to the thanks. So like I said, if I can find the stamp sets I used, I will put it in the description below. So right here I am using a technique that I found somebody else using online, and with the tape, and you just peel up a corner of each line of tape so that way it's easier to line up and make it straight on the card before you fully commit to taping it down. And once you've got it where you want it, you just take and pull the little tabs out and then press the card face down to make it stick all the way. My favorite glue to use is the Tombow multi-purpose glue. It is very strong and keeps your card all intact, and I put it on only when I am gluing to a thicker cardstock because I find that it doesn't make the cardstock bubble and ripple. It makes it look really funny if you use a lighter weight cardstock. For the inside of my cards, I tend to do the inside kind of like the outside. I bring elements in that I've used on the outside of the card to help bring the card all together. And I do sometimes I put a sentiment in it, sometimes I leave it blank. It just depends. On this card in particular, I am putting a sentiment on the inside. And again, the stamping platform helps when you have to double stamp. I am bringing the dragonfly back in. And what I used to color the dragonflies is going to be a cut up sponge with a binder clip to hold it. And then I just dab on the colors of the Distressed Oxide ink that I've used for the card. Very, very simple, but very, very cute. And here I am using the tape trick once again to make sure everything looks good and is centered. Just pulling up the corners. Oh yes, and you might want to make sure that it's pointed the right direction. And pull those tabs out and make sure everything is stuck down really well. And then once again I use my Tombow multi-purpose glue to get it all adhered. For the finishing touch on the front of the card, I am using my Tombow glue to put down little dots, and I have some little pearls that are multicolored and with that blue and the purple that match really well. And that finishes up my card for today. Thank you everybody for watching, and please remember to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this card. Thanks. Bye.